The picture on the left is our lobby, but it's actually the old library. And you can see the picture on the right. It says "Welcome to" in French, the University of Lamarck. Now, Lamarck was a predecessor, a French predecessor. Let me back up. Vietnam used to be a colony of the French. So this new hotel is actually the storyline is that it's actually the rebuilding of a French university that started in 1860. All of this is just a lie, but everybody believes it. Okay, so that these two great big dogs, these are the Ridgebacks. The Ridgebacks are the most popular dog on the island of Phu Quoc in Vietnam, but they've also become our mascot for this university, Lamarck University. I was telling you about Lamarck. Lamarck was he's a scientist, but he was he was before Darwin. So he came up with the first ideas of Darwinism, of course, but so he was the predecessor. On the lower left here, this is a beautiful restaurant, and it's based on that this is where the first dean of the university lived. And now that Pink Pearl, he was very naughty at the time that he married. He was an Englishman, but he married a Vietnamese gal, the second wife. So I made up these huge backstories to tell, and I can tell these stories all day long as we walk around this university grounds. This here on the right-hand side, that is the foyer or the pre-function room of the ballrooms. And I collected many hundreds, no, thousands of tools and artifacts and books and plaques, etc., trophies, all the things that you would imagine you would see at a turn of the century university. And all of those objects which are recycled are all there because that gives believability to your story. If you can have real things. This again is the university. What we did is our guest blocks all became part of the university by way of, this is the Department of Science, this is the Department of Astronomy, this is the Department of Animal Husbandry, this is the Department of Ocean Sciences, et cetera, et cetera. And within those departments, each of the rooms are decorated in a very appropriate way. The Department of Oceanography, lots of pictures of 18th century, 19th century pictures of fish, etc. So ad infinitum, you can go, when you tell stories like this, you can go on and on and on, and people love it. People love that. This here on the bottom right-hand corner, that is our spa, beautiful spa. But I did the spa, which is all about Alice in Wonderland. Why? Because when the university was in its heyday, that's when Alice in Wonderland was the most popular book on the shelves. So we did this down the rabbit hole, Alice in Wonderland spa. People love it. Now, different project again. Here we have the Rosewood and the Luang Prabang. On this particular project, we were dealing with a UNESCO site. A UNESCO site just outside of the beautiful little village called Luang Prabang. And this was a renovation project. I love renovation projects, but these 5 little tents here, those are new. So it was a very small project. But the interesting thing is, here's the thing. The interesting thing about this particular project is that it is a microcosm, and it's of Laotian history. So everything about this hotel, room by room, tells and celebrates the most significant personalities of Laos's past. So I think that is kind of a first in the hospitality. So this one earlier this year, Condé Nast Best Hotel in Asia. Very, very proud. I think #4 in the world as well. So this is done terrifically well. And again, all of the rooms are very different. This is the lobby on the right hand side, and we did an elephant bridge bar going across the river, which is also very popular. You can see that there's a little bit of maximalism going on the upper left hand slide. Okay, then one of the projects that I have been loving for the past what is it now, 9 months or so, is this project called the Sensible Sustainable Solutions. This came about, let me back up a bit. This came about when I had a project, and I've been increasingly more interested in making sustainable projects, but I had a project with a big hotel company. I've been designing hotels now for 36 years. So I've got this giant stack, something like 2 meters tall, of all of the development guidelines that a hotel will give to an architect to tell you how they want to build their hotels. So I had an idea one night. I thought, how much do they talk about sustainability? So I went through dozens of these reports, these reports of how to build a hotel via a hotel company, and I didn't see anything, very little, anyways, about sustainability and to give ideas to architects how to build their hotels that are more environmentally sensitive. So I sat down and I wrote a 100-page document about everything that I could think of about what architects should be putting into hospitality now. And it's not just about environmentalism, but it's about social too, the social ability to help people along the way. And then I cut that project, that hotel, and then I cut this sustainability paper down to 20 pages, which is what's here in front of you. Now, and what I learned by cutting that down, what I learned is that this paper is directed to owners, architects, and hoteliers. And other than the architect, who's not paying for it, the hotelier and the owner, they don't want to know about anything environmentally if it costs them money. But if you can, here's the key: if you can tell the owner, tell the hotel company that it's going to save you money in the long term, then they will go for it. They will buy it. They will do it because in general, most people building new hotels and renovating new hotels are there to make money. So this paper is full of those sorts of ideas on how to make and save money in a sustainable way. So that's why I call it sensible. If you look up my IG account, Bill Bensley, on Instagram, or you look at my website, bensley.com, that you can pick up a copy of this for free. It's a white paper. Please use it. Put it in your projects. You don't have to quote Bensley. It's a white paper. It's free for everybody's use. But please read it and enjoy it and use it. There's lots of good ideas there. Okay, like this, for example. Really basic things that nobody does in the hospitality business anymore. It's about simple things like light and air from two sides. The vast majority, in fact, Hyatt told me that basically every project except mine, that when you walk in the door, you've got to turn the light on to see yourself in the bathroom. I think that's a really dumb way to go. So I think that we should have light and air from at least two sides of a room. Simple things like that. Okay. Then, so yeah, please download that. Then Sensible, sustainable building placement and orientation. This is a good one too. If you have a sensitive site where you have a lot of trees and so forth, make Mother Nature your priority. And as an architect, what I find easiest to do is design the footprint of the buildings as small as possible. You can put more in, but if you design the footprints of your buildings like these tents as small as possible, it's easier than to fit them between the trees. Sensible, a great solution. Don't grade, don't change the profile of the earth, because it's been that way for thousands of years. It already works. Don't grade things in order to put the building on. Let the building sit up on stilts, up on his tiptoes. Let the water go underneath. Here's a good one. Here's a good way to do it too. I'll leave that on. So this is a QR code. If you scan that, then you'll have my sensible, sustainable solutions right away.